Chapter 13, page 117. A little after midnight, with a quarter moon shining faintly in the west, Saeed headed off across the wasteland. 100 yards or so from the cafe, he stopped, whistled 3 times, and stood waiting, feeling that he had to strike his blow or else go mad, hoping that Tarzan would have some information at last. When Tarzan appeared, moving like a wave of darkness, they embraced, and Saeed asked him, "What's new?" "One of them's finally turned up," the stout man replied, out of breath from walking. "Who?" Saeed asked anxiously. "It's Bayaza," said Tarzan, still gripping his hand, "and he's in my place now, clinching a deal. So my waiting wasn't wasted. Do you know which way he's going?" "He'll go back by Jabal Road." "Thanks very much indeed, friend." Saeed left quickly, making his way east, guided by the faint moonlight to the clump of trees around the wells. He moved on along the south side of the grove until he reached its tip, ending in the sands where the road up the mountain began. There he crouched behind a tree and waited. A cool breeze sent a whisper through the grove. It was a desolate, lonely spot. Gripping his revolver hard, he pondered the chance that might now be at hand to bear down on his enemy and achieve his long-awaited goal. And then death, a final resting place. "Ilish Sidra," he said aloud, heard only by the trees as they drank in the breeze. And then Rauf Ilwan, both in one night. After that, let come what may. Tense, impatient, he did not have long to wait for a figure to come hurrying in the dark from the direction of the cafe to the tip of the woods. When there was only a yard or two left between the man and the road, Saeed leapt, leveling his revolver. "Stop!" he roared. The man stopped as if hit by a bolt of electricity, and stared at Saeed speechless. "Bayaza, I know where you were, what you've been doing, how much cash you're carrying." The man's breath came forth in a hiss, and his arm made a slight hesitant movement, a twitch. "The money's for my children," he gasped. Saeed slapped him hard across the face, making him blink. "You still don't recognize me, Bayaza, you dog." "Who are you? I know your voice, but I can't believe," Bayaza said, and then cried out, "Saeed Maran! Don't move. The first move you make, you're dead." "You kill me? Why? We've no reason to be enemies." "Well, here's one," muttered Saeed, stretching his hand to reach into the man's clothing, locating the heavy purse and ripping it loose. "But that's my money. I'm not your enemy." "Shut up. I haven't got all I want yet." "But we're all pals. That's something you should respect. If you want to live, tell me where Ilish Sidra is staying." "I don't know," Bayaza repeated emphatically. "No one knows." Saeed slapped him again, harder than before. "I'll kill you if you don't tell me where he is," he shouted. And you won't get your money back until I know you're telling the truth." "I don't know. I swear I don't know," Bayaza whispered. "You liar." "I'll swear any oath you like." "You're telling me he's disappeared completely, dissolved like salt in water?" "I really don't know. No one knows. He moved out right after your visit, afraid of what you might do." "I'm telling the truth. He moved to Rad al Farag." "His address?" "Wait, Saeed," he pleaded. "And after Shaban Hussein was killed, he took his family away again. He didn't tell anyone where. He was scared, all right, and his wife was too, and no one knows anything more about them." "Bayaza! I swear I'm telling the truth." Saeed hit him again, and the man groaned with pain and fear. "Why are you beating me, Saeed? Goddamn Sidra, wherever he may be. He is my brother or my father that I would die on his account. Is he my brother or my father that I would die on his account?" At last and reluctantly, Saeed believed him and began to lose hope of ever finding his enemy. If only he wasn't a hunted man, wanted for murder, he would bide his time and wait patiently for the proper opportunity. But that misdirected shot of his had struck at the heart of his own most intense desire. "You're being unfair to me," said Bayaza. When Saeed did not reply, he went on, "And what about my money? I never harmed you." He held a hand to the side of the face where Saeed had struck him. "And you've no right to take my money. We used to work together. And you were always one of Sidra's buddies, too." "Yes, I was his friend and his partner, but that doesn't mean I'm your enemy. I had nothing to do with what he did to you." The fight was over now, and a retreat was the only course. "Well," Saeed told him, "I'm in need of some cash." "Take what you like, then," said Bayaza. Saeed was satisfied with 10 pounds. The other man left dazed, as if he scarcely believed his escape, and Saeed found himself alone in the desert. The light from the moon brighter now, and the whispering of the trees harsher. So Ilish Sidra has slipped out of his clutches, escaped his due punishment, rescued his own treacherous self, adding one to the number of scot-free traitors. "Raouf, the only hope I have left is in you, and that won't make me lose my life in vain."